want you to think back to your grade school lunchroom. Did you buy lunch or bring your own brown bag? Did you pick vanilla or chocolate milk? Did your parents make your lunch? Did they remove the crusts off your PB&J? Or were you one of those lucky ones who brought Lunchables to school? Only on my birthday did I get a Lunchable to bring to school. It truly was the most luxurious present. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Lunchable, it was and is a compact do-it-yourself lunch for kids. So you can make your own mini pepperoni pizzas, all-star burgers, mega ultimate tacos. Basically, it wasn't just lunch, it was an experience. It put me, the child, in power. I was the chef. It was fun and I felt cool. Everyone wanted a piece of the Lunchable. There were 29 kids in my grade school class, and almost everyone brought lunches full of colorful packaged items. I had seen each item advertised on TV and was reminded of them at the checkout lanes of almost any store. It didn't matter if we were going to Office Max or TJ Maxx, they were there. My parents made my sandwiches on thick whole grain bread with the crusts, never bought juice, and considered fruit dessert. And only now can I say, thank you, Mom and Dad. I believe our health is becoming a matter of design. If we can make children love snack foods simply based on the design of the packaging and creativity of the marketing, then I know we can use those same tactics for selling fruits and vegetables. We need to make health fun, because right now our country's health is nosediving at a rapid pace. 69% of adult Americans are overweight or obese, and 32% of children are overweight or obese. These statistics came from the CDC in 2012, and we know that those rates have only grown over the last 3 years. We're seeing more and more cases of type 2 diabetes, autoimmune disease, and heart disease. In fact, 2,200 people die every day from heart disease. It's the #1 killer, more so than cancer. What if instead of spending $117 billion on fast food every year, we spent that money on vegetables? How would that change our lives? And those statistics, they don't account for quality of life, especially for those 69% of Americans who go about their day uncomfortable, self-conscious, or dependent on prescription medications. We cannot ignore this problem any longer. As we've become more aware for the need to change, we've simply shifted spending to the diet industry and increased our healthcare costs. We keep piling bandages on an infected wound. We must treat the root of the problem. Our decisions, eating habits, and self-perception are influenced by food marketing. Marketing is simply visual, persuasive research. Companies know what influences our behaviors, and their decisive power is shaping our world. Food marketing targets children as young as 2 months old and is making committed customers in grade school lunchrooms. So from birth, we've been persuaded with food marketing, growing strong emotional attachments and systems of rewards with sugary treats. We've made snacking a habit, and we've developed lifestyles we never intended to have. We never wanted to be sick. We just wanted to bring the fun, cool items advertised on TV to the lunchroom. So what if that marketing was used for good? What if packaging made us want to buy broccoli? What if stores encouraged healthy lifestyles? I think we would be different, happier and healthier. Think of it this way. 90% of information transmitted to your brain is visual, and we're exposed to up to 3,000 advertisements a day. Those advertisements latch onto our emotions, pull at heartstrings, and make us feel like we deserve something to fill what we are lacking. our decisions and actions are motivated by fear of social exclusion and hope to be successful, admired, to look a certain way, and to be liked. And of course, there are people who have broken off from the look cool bandwagon, but escaping marketing, social media, and our current world just isn't an option for most people. To change our behaviors, what we buy and what we eat, we must change what we see. That means those 3,000 advertisements need some serious design edits. Let me prove to you that the design influences how you act. What product are you going to buy? They're both selling the same popcorn and are the same price. Now let's do this again, but see the products placed on a shelf. Now which product are you going to buy? The yellow bag at eye level, the gray bag down below. Now which product are you going to buy? Now let's put advertisements for that yellow bag of popcorn everywhere. It's not hard, right? It was the same bag of popcorn, but why would we ever buy that boring gray bag of popcorn? Even if I now tell you the gray bag of popcorn is the healthier option, we'll still rarely choose it. Marketing is so strong, playing on our emotions, our time, and our energy, we can hardly ever pick the healthier option. Clearly, fast food and packaged food industries are winning the food war. So let's steal their tricks. What if lentils could look just as cool? Suddenly lentils, which often sit idle on the bottom of grocery store shelves, can at least compete. They stand a little taller, look a little brighter, and maybe our children won't be as afraid of trying health food. Let's break the stereotypes that healthy food is expensive, time-consuming, and nasty, because what is expensive, time-consuming, and nasty is a hospital waiting room. We cannot let the future of America be less bright and less energetic because so many people are suffering from preventable illnesses, depression, and low self-esteem. And the best part is that when we market healthy food, we're not going to have to convince people that it's part of a complete breakfast. Our job is much easier. There are so many wonderful slogans about healthy food. They'd never all be able to fit on one box. Here are a few examples of companies and movements that have had phenomenal success. Dr. Brian Wainsick led a study in New York, watching the lunchroom behavioral habits of 208 middle schoolers. He found that when placing an Elmo sticker on the apples, children chose the apple 50% more often. His research shows just how powerful a very small change can be. In a recent challenge to ad agency Victor and Spoils, which has created campaigns for some of the biggest brands in the food industry, including Coca-Cola, Quiznos, General Mills, their team was asked what a campaign for broccoli would look like. They came up with a variety of ideas fit for magazine advertisements, billboards, even commercials. The results were truly beautiful, catchy, and fresh. Although the campaign was not implemented, this is a big step towards envisioning what a large-scale advertising campaign can someday become. Bolthouse Farms is one of the first companies to actually rebrand their product. They recently launched an extreme carrots campaign, making carrots seem as intense as fiery Doritos. The newly repackaged carrots were inserted into school vending machines with great success. Students said the carrots seemed to taste better than they remember. So, how do we win this food marketing war? Especially when the companies we're competing against are extremely powerful. Soft drinks alone is a $75 billion industry with products sold and advertised in almost every country on earth. So, what is a vegetable's latest advertising budget? You may say it doesn't exist, or at least it's nothing compared to that. But I think it has a chance. What if we could use just a fraction of the $3.8 trillion we spent on healthcare costs last year to market fresh fruits and vegetables? How would that change the desires of our children, the eating habits of our families, and the health of our country? Most importantly, we're not going to have to convince our kids to eat healthy because we're not taking away the experience of buying fun, cool items. We're simply exchanging them for a quality of nutrition our families deserve. Rebrand healthy food. So choosing to eat healthy is easy. I think Lunchables taught us something amazing. Kids just want to have fun, to be creative, to make lunch an experience. And as adults, we haven't grown out of those desires. We can't change the power of marketing, but we can use it for good. Thank you.